Most of the artists know this. One of the most difficult parts about being a creative and an artist, especially when you can't play, you can mouth it, but you can't produce it. So you can be like, man, I need to sound like this. And they got to sit there and be like, what is that?
And really understand. The record was meant for somebody else in the mainstream world.
Yeah.
And when I was going down, P&J said, hold on, back up, what's that? He said, send me that.
He just told me in 30 minutes what it took him 30 years to learn. So that means I can go farther, faster. So when you create the Juice Pack, what you're telling young producers is, he gonna come out the gate sounding legit.
Yeah.
Out the gate sounding legit because of something like
What's up, y'all? I got my brother here. I call him my twin because everywhere we go, he'll text me like, man, somebody said we look alike. They hit me, man, you know who you look like? Yes, I know, bro. I look like Pastor Mike Jr.
Before and after. Now I got to get back into work. You done dropped them.
Yeah, but this is my brother, man. I met him doing James' record live at Rock City. And the moment we met, it's like we clicked.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, I was like, man, this guy finna be a superstar. Like, literally, those are the words that came out my mouth, and we've been brothers ever since. And then next thing you know, we started collabing on records, and it just went from here to there. And as y'all can see, in the last 5 years, bro, just 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? It went to 23, you know? And I'm grateful to be a part of, you know, some of this history that he's created in the industry. I'm very thankful, man, and appreciative of you, bro.
I receive that.
And just first of all, just being a brother, just outside of music, just being a brother, just a good friend. His church, Rock City, is like home to me. You know, amazing church. Y'all think his music is dope. Y'all go visit Rock City. Let me tell you something, they show up in packs. we at the Stellars. He said, we are Rock City. I had to look around. I'm like, Lee, where y'all come from? We all in Vegas. You know what I mean? So, but he's a genius, man. He's a student of the game. I'm not just saying this, like, y'all really got to pay attention and be hip to what's going on. Even before we doing this, he asking questions like boom, 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 boom. Just understanding the game, and I admire you by that, bro. And I just want to say thank you, man, for coming showing love, man. Just thank you for what you're doing in the industry, man. No matter what nobody say, no matter the people that support you, it don't matter, bro. You are incredible, bro. And I just want to say thank you, man. We got PMJ in the building, man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pastor Mike Jr., affectionately known as PMJ. I'm rocking with the one and only D-Lo, man, and I'm excited about all he has coming up. I tell everybody everywhere I go, D, you either can have a travel agent or a tour guide. A travel agent gonna book you a flight to a destination they don't plan on going with you. But a tour guide will walk through the jungle with you and tell you, watch out, that's a tiger, watch out, that's a lion. And so for me, man, in my musical career, God's blessed me with some tour guides, my James Fortunes, my Javons. But in this season, my D-Los, who's able to literally bring to life ideas and sounds that be trapped in my head. Because most of the artists know this. One of the most difficult parts about being a creative and an artist, especially when you can't play, you can mouth it, but you can't produce it. So you can be like, man, I need to sound like this. And they got to sit there and be like, what is that?
And really understand.
And interpret it. Like, even if I go to another country, I can say I'm hungry, but if I don't have an interpreter, I never eat. And many of us right now don't eat musically because we don't have the right interpreter. Maybe the problem isn't the song, it's the score that's holding the song up. Because I wouldn't eat a steak no matter how good it is if it was on a trash can pail. So sometimes your production is the presentation to the course of the meal you're about to eat. So for me, man, I've been with you now going on 4 or 5 years, and I've literally seen from concept with Mr. McClure being in the airport, literally playing around like, what happened if we
Listen. So while he there, this how Mr. McClure came, and this is no lie.
Yeah.
We was walking in the airport, and he said, D-Lo, I need one more song for the album.
We was delayed.
On a flight. Mother's Day weekend. We was delayed. He was like, man, I need another flight. He was like, we need to
James Brown.
and I was like, oh, and bro, the people start looking at us like we were just like, you know what I'm saying, like we was globetrotters or something. And we sitting up there not even mouthing words. It was just, sound like Michael Jackson. And then I think like 2 weeks later, he sent me a voice note. It's like, D-Lo, I want blah 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 da 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 da. Then we just collab, and then next thing you know, this man wins the video. We at the video shoot. He wins a Stellar for that.
Music video of the year.
Mr. McClure, and even in the audience, listening to them call that name, bro. I was like, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We was on FaceTime and voice note and going back and forth. He'll get out of church in the meeting and say, okay, D-Lo, blah, 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 blah. And then I send it back to him. Okay, let's change this. Let's do this. And then, hey, D-Lo. Yes, sir, Mr. McClure. You know what I'm saying? We got the same type of personality. So, matter of fact, our birthdays only like 3 days apart, 3-4 days apart. And so that's how that record came about, man. And people ask me all the time, man, how did y'all get that record to that point? And, you know, I could say where we are like as we students. Yeah. When you said James Brown, I went and listened to Morris Day, James Brown, Bruno Mars for a whole week straight. Yeah. I ain't listened to nothing else. I listened to them jokers for a week straight to try to get, okay, this PMJ, he gonna come with the theatrics, we gonna come there, we gonna do there, and let's do it that way, man. Like, how was it making that record, bro?
And it was incredible too, because I think a lot of times having a good producer or a great producer, they give you direction when you didn't even know you needed it. You know, so even in that record, man, I had an idea for certain stuff, and the moment you brought it to life and you found the right horns and you recorded it, and then the breakdown, I had to start writing to that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, no, let it breathe. Let it be right there. But even with Mr. McClure, you take that from conception. But then if you talk about Count My Blessings, you played that almost on accident.
Dog, it was accident.
In the back at the office.
I didn't even know he was going to take the record. I thought it was a little too, I honestly thought it was a little too hard.
If I told him what the name of the record was, in your phone, in the computer, I was like, what's the name of that record?
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather show you. It was real exclusive. I ain't think, because the record was meant for somebody else in the mainstream world. And when I was going down, PJ said, hold on, back up, what's that? He said, send me that.
That one, right? Oh, no.
Yeah, that was
right. And instantly, but again, I think that's why everything you're doing in this season is so important, not just for artists, but also for creatives, for producers, you know. And I look at Vinci, who's in the other room, who's an inspiring artist. He now has the ability to say, you know what, I don't want it, because everybody not blessed to find a D-Lo.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody, and I think that's something we got to share. Everybody, you may be watching this right now, and you pregnant with vision, you pregnant with music. The problem is you don't have a partner in crime. You don't have nobody you can just hit up. So creating a plug-in and everything you're doing right now, you're telling them, hey, I'm helping you even if we don't know each other. And now we're building a relationship, and I think that's so important because, again, I can't explain how many times I've been stuck and be like, D,
let's go.
D. And then even the part, you gotta trust me.
Yeah, you gotta trust.
I'm taking you somewhere. So I'm excited.
And I appreciate that for the trust too, like, you know, because it's hard to trust somebody with your baby.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you birthing something, so for you to trust me and say, okay, D, you know, let's collab. And then, like, just going back, this man helped me at some of my lowest points. You know, like, it was times where, you know, he didn't know what I had going on. I'm not the type of person to go on Facebook and, hey, guys, I need this and this and that. I'm a man. I work through it. I go through it. This man randomly hit me up, bro. I'm talking about out of the blue and say, man, I want to bless you. And don't even know what that did to me and my family during the pandemic. And right then and there, man, I was like, this dude different. You know, for him to, you know, what's your cash out?
Yeah.
And it wasn't no $200, $300, $400, $500. It had a comma on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for him to send bread during a time where he could have just fed his family, he helped me. Or the many other families that he's known before me, he helped me with nothing. He ain't say, you need this back. Can you come to my church and play? If I do this, like some of the pastors done with me. Like, and ever since then, excuse my friend, I said, this is my nigga. I said, so, you know, I'm kind of cutthroat, you know what I'm saying? I've been holding it in, dog.
We here now. We here now.
I've been holding it in.
It's a party now. It's a party
I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Anytime he need me, and every time he called me, I don't care if it's for Rock City, I don't care if it's for personal, I don't care if it's for PMJ ministry, but I'm gonna be there, bro, because he showed me love, man. And then the fact that he trusted me with his baby, man. He had one of the biggest songs, man, 5 years ago. Big was one of the biggest. When you got liturgical dance, praise team, and dance ministry dancing on the song for a year or two straight. Come on, bro. That's a hit, man. And my daughter was singing the song. My people were singing the song. So then I put a face to the song. I'm like, oh. And then now we going back and forth and making reggae. I was you know, honored to be on this last record that could potentially be up for a Grammy.
Absolutely.
You know, prayerfully it will. And he's, you know, won many stellars, man, like probably close to history. Most in history in this short of a span.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And to be a part of that, and you trust me, bro. Man, I'm just excited, dog. Like, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
bro,
like, we talk all the time. This my brother. Like, this my brother. Like, like seriously, this ain't even with the cameras.
No industry talk.
No industry talk. Like, this my brother, man. Like, for real. And so, just for you to trust me, he could work with any producer, especially now. Everybody want to work with him.
Yeah, man, you know, man. Everybody, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I know the DJ on fire. Hey, man, I got this track, man. Can you?
Let me take you to another level. Like everybody take me to another level.
Everybody want to take you there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I hope you are enjoying this episode of In the Kitchen with D-Lo. But I got something really, really crazy that I want to show you. Check this out.
When you got one of those modes where I don't know what to do, I'm stuck.
You're right.
All I do is listen to something like that, and it's like, okay, now
whoa.
I got something.
Exactly.
I have like every single plugin. For some plugins, you be spending like hours just trying to find that one sound. You took the time to really curate and find like a group of like sounds that's really usable, that get straight to the point.
You're giving them enough to get started, so they can walk into a room with someone and be like, all right, man, what am I missing?
I love the plug-in, man. I think it's incredible. I think people are going to be like, wow. I mean, you got the sounds. People looking for sounds like that. Look, now they just get the plug-in.
You know what I mean? So you literally can just cook a complete record, like, just from this plug-in. And for me, it's like not about a whole bunch of sounds. It's about production.
He going to come out the gate sounding legit. Out the gate sounding legit because of something like this. So I'm telling everybody, man, get the Juice pack.
It's the truth, bro. I got to have it.
It's fire. It's definitely juice. D-Lo got the juice.
And again, I just want to share because we got so many people watching right now, bro. I'm telling you, man, you one connection away from everything going to another level. And I tell everybody, man, you got to be worth it. At a certain point, have you invested in yourself? We just bought this big old campus out here for Rock City Church, and I'm sitting in financial meetings now, and the president of the bank looked across the table at me and said, we don't mind investing in your ministry, because when we look at your books, we see, number one, how much you invest in what you believe personally, and how much you invest in people. They were blown away by the fact that when they looked at our payrolls and saw what I made, they was like people who do what you do normally make a whole lot more, but then they can see a line item where they can see how we always putting back and what I've given personally to the church. And I think right now you got people, you got artists, you got producers who are waiting on a big break and not investing in themselves the right way. So for me, man, when I see the plug-in, and before we even did the interview, I know this probably ready to go because I was still on the plug. I'm going through the plug-in. I'm looking at the sounds. I'm looking at the samples. I'm learning about the platform. And I believe it's one of those, I think it's one of those people always ask me, they were like, Pastor Mike, what are you doing in gospel and in the church sector that's making everybody take notice? Because this one article said, it was like, man, this dude has the potential to either be the next Kirk Franklin or the next T.D. Jakes. It just depends on which one he focuses on. I was like, whoa, that blew me away.
That's huge.
But my mindset is, and this is something worth researching, it blessed my life, you can be a disruptor. So I'm literally watching a documentary now on how Uber was a disruptor. And what blew me away was when Uber first hit the scene, it was called Uber Cab. You know, it was called Uber Cab. But by calling it Uber Cab, they had to abide by all the rules of the cab company. The cab company tried to close Uber down by so many fines, and they found a loophole. No, we're not Uber Cab. We're just Uber. And so what happened was they became a disruptor to the point to where the cab industry wanted to kill them. Politicians who were getting paid by the cab industry tried to kill them, but it kept growing because they disrupted the whole industry. Something like what you're doing right now with the Juice Pack, it's a disruptor. It's a disruptor. You're saying, no, look at me. I work on Grammy-Award winning projects. I work with superstar artists. I work with anointed artists. I work with people all the way down from who no name drop, the people you see all over the world, all the way down to a cat in the ATL trying to make it. And what I'm telling you now is I'm finna go take everything I learned from everybody in the world, from my Zays, my Zaytovens, to my so-and-so, to my so-and-so, and I'm gonna bring it back to you. You know, and I tell everybody, man, what do you give me? I love talk. I sat down today with an individual who been pastoring for almost 30, 40 years. He gave me an hour on the phone. And I sent him a Cash App and blessed him. And somebody asked me, why would you take the time to talk to this dude? I said, he been pastoring 30 years. He just gave me speed. Whew. See, when somebody give me wisdom, he just told me in 30 minutes what it took him 30 years to learn. So that means I can go farther, faster. So when you create the Juice Pack, what you're telling young producers is, hey, here I am now, man, I'm in my 30s and I'm ready to go. You telling them now, my son who wants to do music, I'm buying the Juice Pack for him. You know what I'm saying? And I take that back. I'm not buying it for him. I'm going to make sure he earns it so he can buy it himself. Because if you don't invest in yourself, you want to appreciate it. You want to steward it. He wants to do tracks. Now he's able to go in his room and think about it. He going to come out the gate sounding legit.
Yeah.
Out the gate sounding legit because of something like this. So I'm telling everybody, man, get the Juice Pack. I'm telling you, don't just get it, but learn it and make sure you tap into everything D-Lo doing whenever he go live, his seminars, his master classes, because you want to make sure you take your game to another level.
Man, that's love, bro. That's love, man. Hear that? The juice is coming. And honestly, like, to say piggyback what you're saying, it was actually called Juice Box. So for you, just like Uber Cab, we changed it to Juice. So now I don't have to be limited to you know, a box or whatever the case is. So now it's Juice, and it's like you said, I want to give everybody quality. Like now you can, you know, you playing with it. Now you can, those drums are real industry drums. Those ain't cheap drums.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can go in there and I got the beat starters, and you can make your own song. And it really sound legit.
And here's something else that's crazy. You're giving them enough to get started so they can walk into a room with someone and be like, all right, man, what am I missing?
Right.
So now they co-producing.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Yeah,
next level.
So now they finna be signed.
I'm a producer. Yeah. I need a tag.
You know
I need a tag, dog.
And ain't ashamed. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
To give quality. Most producers ain't gonna, you know, I've worked and collab on some mainstream records where the producers was kind of, you know, they didn't want to.
Can't look in that computer.
You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to give you the credit or doing it because they're afraid that you may go higher. I tell everybody, I hope you go higher than me.
Absolutely.
Because you go higher than me, that mean that's a product
of
myself.
I want you to be as great as you possibly can.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait for the day to be sitting in the room and be like, man, I wish I could have got so-and-so, so-and-so. And then you just goddamn pull your phone and like, hey, this Pastor MikeJr right here. What's up, man? What's up? Because again, I think that's what we're missing in our space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you see the platform that you have everything on, here's an African-American entrepreneur who has people that he loves, making sure that they grow and learn in this space. And what's happening a lot of times is, man, I think especially in our space, in our culture, everybody wants to be viewed as a genius. So we're very slow to celebrate others because we highlight this whole mindset of getting it out the mud. You know, getting it out the mud. Getting it out the mud is collaboration because mud is not mud in and of itself. It requires collaboration. It's dirt that requires water. So even when you say you're getting it out the mud, you're saying I got it out of collaboration.
Wow.
So for me, man, I'm excited about what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
The next album, a lot of these sounds are already gonna be.
They already on. We already 2 in, and let me tell y'all something.
Let's go.
It's
man.
out of here.
Hey, I'm co-producing. I'm giving me a tag.
Let's go. You already got it. Hey, y'all, man, look. This is my brother right here, man. Y'all go stream his music. If y'all don't know who he is, go stream his music. I mean, it's so much music out there he got. Just go get it, man. It's so much out there. And then go tune into Rock City, man. Rock City is booming. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, y'all already hear how he coming. And y'all already hear the speeches on the awards when he be lifting the trophy up. So y'all, what y'all need to do, tune in. Matter of fact, get in the car and just take a trip. Y'all come to Birmingham and visit Rock City. They one of the best churches I've ever been in. Praise and worship, the word, the people, the environment. It's just homey. Y'all go check out my brother PMJ. And I appreciate you, bro. And man, I can't wait for the world to hear what's next, cause y'all think the last album was crazy. The last album was crazy. The next one, it's gonna be out of here, man. Hey, Juice coming. Y'all hear me? Holla.
Thank you for making it to the end of this episode of In the Kitchen. We teamed up with my man David Outing, better known as D-Lo, to film this limited series where he breaks down the top songs that he's produced from some of the top artists in the industry. So make sure you check out episode 1 right here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss when we drop the next episode. And we'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.